Hello, beautiful people, and happy Friday. This is Becky Tovis. I am the Crafty Chamarita, and I come to you Friday on Facebook every 12 o'clock live, and then I upload my video to YouTube. So whether you're watching me on the replay or you're watching me live, thank you so much for joining me. So today I'm going to be talking about one of the new kits that Stampin' Up! Has put forth. And so when I saw it, I knew immediately that I needed to get it. So I'm going to be showing you how to put the kit together as well as some alternatives. But before I get to that, I just wanted to kind of take care of some housekeeping things. You're probably aware, but if you're not, we're going to have a catalog open house on May the 31st. We're going to have 2 sessions so that it doesn't get very crowded in the room. We want to make sure that people have enough room to move around. So the first session is going to be from 10 to 12:30, and the second session is going to be 2 to 4:30. There's a $25 registration fee. Tomorrow is the deadline for the early bird special, and if you register by tomorrow, you get an extra gift thrown into your swag bag. So if you're interested in attending, and I hope you do, please contact me and let me know. We'll be showing you some of the new products that you can get in the annual catalog, as well as some sample projects that we've made with the stamps and the inks and the dyes and all of that good stuff. There are 5 new in colors, and so we're so excited to share those with you. So hopefully you'll be able to join us, right? Okay, so let me go ahead and switch my screens here. Sorry, my other thing doesn't seem to be working, so I have to go back to this screen. It's time to call my son and say, hey, can you take a look at this? I don't know what's going on. Hi, Treen. Thanks for joining me. Sorry, I don't know why I attempt to read these things without my glasses, because it's all blurry and I can't see it. Sorry, let me just wipe that real quick. So the name of the kit that I'm going to be sharing with you today is called Beautiful Blues Kit. And I know my sister is watching. Blue is her favorite color. So I know this kit will definitely speak to her. So let me show you quickly what comes in the kit. And then we'll get to putting the cards together. So it comes with these 3 card bases. It uses Night of Navy and Blueberry Bushel. So here's one of them. Here's the other. Yes, and as you can imagine, for the alternatives, I'm definitely chopping these up because you can make 2 beautiful cards from that, 2 or more. And here's the Blueberry Bushel card base. It also comes with matching envelopes. So you're going to make 9 cards in these kits. So it comes with 9 envelopes. And then it also comes with these pieces to make the card. This is one of them. Ooh, pretty. It's blue. Yep, I knew you'd like it. Here's another one. Very pretty. And these are just punch outs. And here are the punch outs for the sentiments. So you don't have to cut anything out. And if you're not familiar with how Stampin' Up! Kits work, everything that you need to make the project is contained in the kit. Literally. Okay. It also comes with a block. So in case you don't have blocks, you get one in this kit. It comes with the ink. It's a Night of Navy Stampin' Spot. It comes with tear and tape so that you can stick your pieces together. It comes with these beautiful Blueberry Bushel gems, and it also comes with dimensionals. So all of that plus the stamps come in this kit. So I haven't tried putting the cards together because I was too busy doing the alternative, but I'll put it together live with you. All right, so let's start with the first card. So you're going to get this card base and then this piece and this piece. Okay, and before you begin putting those things together, let's take care of our stamping. So this card is meant to be portrait, but you can very easily make it into a landscape card. So if you want to do that, you can. I'm not going to do it because I'm going to follow how it is in the directions. And so the first thing that the directions tell you to do is using this stamp here with it looks like a leaf set. You just stamp inside. Remember, the inside of the card should have something, right? We don't want it to be naked. And then for the sentiment, you're going to take this piece, and the sentiment is you're in my thoughts. It's always tricky stamping this on camera because I never know if it's going to be straight or not. Right? So far, really easy peasy. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and adhere this piece to the card. Now, in the instructions, it has you it has you using the tear and tape to put this two together. But I'm saving my tear and tape for other projects, right? So instead of that, I'm going to be using my Tombow adhesive. So that's the only difference that you'll see. Because why use the tear and tape when I don't need to, right? I'd rather save it for other things. Okay, and then once you have that, then you're going to use the dimensionals. Oops. How many do the directions tell you to use? 3. You're going to discover that when you put this card together, my gosh, it's so easy. It's so easy, but it yields such beautiful cards. Okay, and this one goes down here. I hope that's straight. Right, and then it also uses 3 of the gems. So you can decide where you want to put it. It looks like, you know what I tend to do? I tend to put the gems, if there's like a flower there, I tend to put the gems in the middle because I just feel like, you know, that's a natural placement. And because I want the gems to show, I'm going to put them on the white part. I'm not going to put them where the flower is at because I want them to show, right? Let's put one here. There's no right or wrong way to do this. You can really put them wherever you want them to go. And there it is. The first card is done. Very pretty, right? So easy. All right, let me put that aside. Let me get the second card. It's going to use this card base as well as this punch out for the sentiment. And then it's going to use this white piece here. Okay, and the sentiment for this one is going to say, wishing you comfort. Now this comes at a perfect time for me because I've mentioned before I'm part of a card ministry, and this month we are making sympathy cards. So it works out perfectly for what I need to do, what I need to submit. So I'm killing 2 birds with 1 stone because I am showing you how to put this kit together, but at the same time, I'm making sympathy cards for my card ministry, right? My motto, think smarter, not harder, right? Okay. All right. And the same thing is going to happen here. Normally, you'd use the tear and tape if you were just using the materials in the kit. But I'm going to use my glue. And this one is a little bit hard to see. It's meant to be centered. There you go. And again, we're going to put these on dimensionals. And this one uses 4 dimensionals because the sentiment in the front is a little bit wider. Or not the sentiment, but the sentiment is a little bit wider. So you want the whole thing to be balanced. So, all right. Trina, are you liking this so far? I don't know if you've ordered it. And this one, according to the directions, goes on the right-hand side here. And again, this one uses 3 gems. And I'm trying to see in the picture where they put it. You don't have to follow it to, exactly. You can put it wherever you want it to go. But I tend to put gems in threes. Where's another place I could put it? I'm just going to stick it on the flower. That works. And if you want to, you can even stamp. In fact, let me do it now. Let's stamp that flower inside this card as well. Let's grab this here. If you're wondering why I'm always using the Stamp and Pierce mat, it's because I've discovered, because of the way I stamp, I guess, maybe I'm not as even-handed as I should be, but whenever I use photopolymer, it works so much better if you use the mat underneath, the Stamp and Pierce mat. There you go. Card number 2 is done. Yes, you didn't, but you're gonna. Yep, I think that would be a great idea. I have 2 more of these kits coming in. So in this order, I separated the orders out. So in this order, I only ordered 1 kit. But I have 2 more on the way. So I'll definitely bring that to Kit Cafe. Oh, I just realized. So this one over here is a landscape card. So they kind of mix it around between portrait and landscape orientation. This one is going to be a portrait orientation. So I'm just going to stamp the leaf here. And the sentiment for this is going to be sending love. I think I let it smudge a little. It's okay. Doesn't really show. Everything seems to be sticking to my hand there. Okay. All right. Now let's go ahead and put this together. Let me see if I have my mat here. I'm a very messy stamper. So if I'm going to do something that's going to involve a lot of glue especially, then I like to put it on the silicone mat. Now in the directions it tells you to use the tear and tape, and it's definitely going to be a lot cleaner if you use the tear and tape. But I'm going to use my glue. But it just means I have to be a little bit more careful so that I don't squeeze out too much glue, and then it comes out and it just makes everything so messy. I know my sister's probably shaking her head because she bought me this really cool tool for glue, and I haven't started using it yet. I know. I need to break that out because it'll make this so much easier. And then I cheat. If it looks like I have too much glue in one area, then I just take the tip and I slide it to spread it around. Okay, that looks good. Crossing my fingers here. It's going to be about 1/8 of an inch all the way around. Very nice. I was tempted to see if I could use this as a stencil. Hi, Sandra. Thanks for joining me. To use this as a stencil, because that's what I like to do when I have kits, is that I use this part over here and I turn it around and I use my blending brushes. But then I realized that this one doesn't have enough of a shape, I think. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see that these are flowers and stems. I don't know. I haven't tried it. So I should try it before I talk about it, right? That piece. Oh yeah, you're right. This will make a very pretty shaker card. You can just put the window sheets underneath it. Oh, that'll be so pretty. Yeah, maybe I'll make that as one of the alternatives. Thanks for the idea, Trina. I didn't think about that. Okay. And let me just make sure, sending love. the piece is going to go like this. So I'm just going to put my glue here. I'm not going to put this down yet because I don't want it to stick to the paper, because I'm going to put this on dimensionals. And according to the directions, this only takes 4 dimensionals. I don't know if 4 is enough. I like things to be very stable. Beautiful kit. Too bad mine is stuck in the mail system. I hear you. I hear you. I know we've been having so much trouble with mail coming to Guam. You know, people that I talk to, whether they're ordering from Amazon or Walmart, it's just very frustrating because instead of being put on the plane, it's being put on a boat. Ugh. So you know what that means, right? It just adds so much more time to get our stuff. Not fun. But I shared with my group that I did an experiment. So my last order, I kept it small and it came in within 6 days, which is normally how long it takes for Stampin' Up! To send us stuff, if it's not sent through San Francisco. San Francisco is the dreaded distribution point, because when it goes to San Francisco, it means it's going on a boat. Okay. And this one also calls for 3. So you can put them anywhere. I'm going to put one right here on my rose. I just think it looks pretty there. Maybe I'll put it on the flowers, the middle of the flowers. Yeah, I think that works. There. Should I do one over here? Nope. I'm not gonna. Because the rule, basically, there's no, tried and true rule, but it's really to keep them in odd numbers. So do 3, 5, 7. Stay away from even numbers. It just has something to do with visually when you look at it, right? All right, so this is the 3rd card. Very pretty. Gosh, I can't tell you, this kit is so gorgeous. All right, let me show you the alternatives that I made. I hope you like them. All right, so the first one is I used the Everyday Arches, and I didn't use any of the designer series paper. This was actually left over from something, and I said, you know what, let me just use it. So I used the arches. Let me bring it up closer so that you can see it. It's a fairly simple card. This is the one that I really like. I used the arches on the designer series, not the designers, on the card base. I cut up the card base. And then I just used vellum as the backdrop. And then I had another base of arches, and I included You're in My Thoughts, and I added silver to it. Now these two are very similar. I took the one piece that looks like, let me see where I put it. So this card base here, I'm definitely not going to use this in its entirety for cards, because you can get 2 cards out of this. So that's what I'm doing. I cut it in half and I use these to make 2 different cards. And I'm going to do the same thing with this one, because it's a waste to me. I don't know. I mean, thank you, Stampin' Up! For putting it on 2 sides, but like, who's going to look at the back and see that, right? So I'd rather chop it up and put it in the front of the card where it can be seen and appreciated, right? I'm sure those of you who are card makers out there are agreeing with me. All right, so this one over here, as what I mentioned, I cut it up. I kept it very simple. I just use the same sentiment, wishing you comfort. And I just kept the inside blank, because later on I'm going to stamp sympathy, saying, using another stamp set. This one, I made it into a panel. I had to play around with it because I didn't get the dimensions right. So I have to figure this out, right? Because I want the spacing to be even all the way across. But I had glued everything down, so I was kind of stuck, right? I had to go with it. But you wouldn't know that. It was a mistake. Unless, because I told you, so you know it was a mistake. But when you look at the card, you won't know that it's a mistake. And that's why we say there are no mistakes in stamping, because it's very easy to fix it and to cover it up, right? Okay. And here I decided to use a coordinating color using the color wheel. So I know that this is Night of Navy. Looks like a piece of plastic here. So here's Night of Navy, and right next to it, which is a complementary color, is Highland Heather. Because I wanted to see what color can I use with this that will coordinate with the Night of Navy. And this is the back of the envelope. So I just cut it. Can you tell it's the back of the envelope? If you don't like the curved look of it, then just chop it. Chop it so that it looks more rectangulish to you. Okay. And then I just stamp the image that you have in your that comes with the kit, and I fussy cut it out. And here I use the circle dies. I forgot what this is called. Something nature, I think. I use these circle dies quite often. I see the dies, but I don't see the plastic. Focus on nature or something like that. I can't remember. Right? I didn't put anything in the middle. I mean, in the inside yet, because I want this to be another sympathy card, right? And again, the reason why so many sympathy cards is because of the card ministry, and we have to submit sympathy cards this month submission. Okay, all right, so that's it. I showed you the cards, how they look like when you follow the directions for the kit, and I showed you alternatives. I'll take a picture of this and I'll post it for tomorrow so that you can see. Very easy to make alternatives and extend the life of the kit. It's a beautiful kit. I'll also put a link on there, so if you want to get the kit, you can just click on the link. It'll be really easy for you to find. And again, as a reminder to everybody, our open house is next week. Our early bird special ends tomorrow. So let me know if you want to attend. And also, I wanted to give a little reminder that Stampin' Up! Also has a joining special this month. So you pay $99, but you get $165 worth of product. It's a wonderful opportunity. So many benefits, but I'll talk a little bit more about that later. I would really love for you to join our team, Team Chamarita. All right, that's it for today, everybody. Have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you next week. Bye.